Was this just a random smash and grab job, or was Ryan targeted because somebody knew these were Lady Gaga's dogs?
I think 100% targeted. I'll tell you why, for sure. First off, because this neighborhood, we have celebrities. It's a celebrity neighborhood, number one. Number two, we walk our dogs all the time. I walk my dog at 11 and 12 o'clock at night. It's safe here. It's totally chill. Number three, how would anyone know that that guy was walking those dogs at the perfect storm? I told you, this is the perfect storm, this particular block.
What makes it that?
No lights. It's not random. There's no way, because we say it every night. I deal with bad energy, bad things happening, and we've been saying it forever. And that's why there's no way. They completely knew what they were doing.
Because right here behind us is an abandoned house.
That's
across
right.
the street, an abandoned house.
That's
so you
right.
feel like this area was ripe for
Chibo's
something.
is there. Celebrities hang out. People walk their dogs in this neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's not random. It's completely, yeah.
It seems like you feel like this is a safe neighborhood, an expensive neighborhood, but they found a spot where they could get him.
Well, because they've been probably watching him, watching where he walks the dog, how he walks the. That's what people do.
Since you're a dog walker in the neighborhood, had you seen him? Were you familiar with Ryan at all?
No, never saw him. I mean, there's so many people that walk in this neighborhood, and at night you can't really tell who people are. Everyone's very cordial. Everyone says hi to each other. That's why it feels safe. We all look and say hi to each other. We all acknowledge each other. So I don't remember ever seeing him in the neighborhood, but I could have. You know, it's.
Did you have? Now we'd heard that he, at least for a period of time, lived with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, right.
Are you aware if she lives anywhere nearby here, or?
No, I'm sure she does. Yeah, but I have no idea where she lives. But clearly, she lives in the neighborhood. And then that being said, he was just walking the dogs, and people do it all the time. So it's not who's going to take somebody's dogs unless they're worth money.
Did you? I mean, I don't know how well you know your neighbors, but has anybody said if they saw a face, had any kind of eyewitness information to the actual?
The only reason we know the whole thing is because my neighbor Reed. So here's what happened. Bam, bam. I ran back in my house, right? And then by that time, the police told me to stay in my house, but the car took off immediately with the dogs. And then Reed saw the guy on the floor, and then Reed, I'm pretty much saved the guy's life, because Reed ran across the street and was like compression and doing all. That's where I saw, but I stayed back just because there's a lot going on, and they don't need me in that situation.
Do you know if anybody has security cameras that they'll provide that footage to police?
Last night the police, I think, got all the security. Police were amazing. They were here fast. They took all of our statements. I saw the car, so they were on it. We had all the helicopters. I saw the car, so they got a description of the car. Which was,
what was the car?
It was a white sedan, I think like a Nissan or something like that. You know, two-door, both doors open on this side, and that's where the commotion was happening.
So they pulled up, shot him, took the dogs, and went.
No, because there was yelling for a long time. That's the thing that got me out of my house. It wasn't just which usually gets me. It was like a long time and very high pitched. So I thought it was a lady getting attacked, and that's when I ran out. And then that's when the scuffle and the gunshot. So by the time I got out, the screaming had stopped. So what happened was, I think they pulled up, jumped out, tried to get the dogs, right? And the guy was fighting with them. And then that's when he wouldn't let go of the dogs, and that's when they shot him.
I spoke to someone who knows him earlier, and he said he was the type of person who would have fought to protect.
That's right. And so I think the reason why we know the whole story is because when Reed went over, the guy said, those are Lady Gaga's dogs. I'm pretty sure that's totally what happened, because that's how the story, because then immediately Reed wrote me. And he said, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe this is who that is." And
so Reed said when he got to Ryan, he was talking, he was conscious?
Yes. But he's in bad condition. That's what they told. I mean, I thought he was dead. I did. I was totally shocked. I'm like, what is happening right now? And I didn't know it was Lady Gaga's dogs until later on.
What made you think he was dead?
He was just laying there, no movement. And everyone was working hard, you know? It's like that working hard thing made me feel like the guy's done. And I didn't know I just thought it was another, like, one of, we have a lot of race car kids driving here. I just thought it was something like maybe race car kids, shooting each other. That does happen around here, but I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty intense. I mean, really, the most important thing is someone got shot and could be dead right now. I mean, I feel bad for the dogs. We need to get those dogs back. But someone actually got shot over dogs and now ransom. We know that's what's going to happen. Is this what's going to happen now? We're going to start taking people's dogs for ransom? It's horrible. It's horrible.